This is a recording for how we do these problems. So, looking at this equation for the sine of x minus 1, I know that this is the midline. And that's going to be at y equals -1. I can see there's no number in front of the sine, so I know that the amplitude is equal to 1. So the midline, I will start by graphing the midline at -1. So this is the line y equals -1. And then the amplitude is 1 up from there and 1 down from there. So I only do these in the highlighter because that's what I'm aiming for. And then the sine graph is the one that looks like an S. So I would start at the middle on the midline, end at the midline. Halfway in between, I also cross the midline. So these are the 5 points. We have midline, 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 halfway between on top, halfway between on bottom. So halfway between the midline and that one, we're going to go up here. Halfway between on the other side, go down there. And then we just make it curvy-like. And then we can keep that same pattern going over here. So it's going to end over here, cross right here. And so it's a wave. We're going to go down here and up there. And then it'll just look, you know, wavy. Like that. Not exactly sure how that goes on IXL, so when we're done with this, you might want to go into IXL on the review and try entering it in yourself on number 19, like on these problems, 19, let's see, was it 16, oh, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so this is basically the same thing, so we're going to go through and we see that the midline, you can pause the video if you want, is y equals 2. Again, the amplitude is 1. It will not be the same on the test. And then I'm just going to graph those. So midline was at y equals 2. So this is the line y equals 2. The amplitude 1 goes 1 above there and 1 below there. And the cosine graph is the one that looks like, yay, like that, right? That looks weird. Okay, so let's try it again. Like this. And the 5 points are, it starts up on the top of the amplitude, ends on the top of the amplitude, halfway between it's on the bottom amplitude, halfway between those it crosses. So it's going to start up and up, halfway between, go down, halfway between those, cross the midline. Cross the midline. So then make it look curvy. Like that. And then same thing on the other side, up, halfway down, halfway cross, and go down. You might want to pause this video. Person closest to the TV, please pause it. We're going to move on to the next one. Inverse variation problems. These are probably ones that you like. So we're going to take these two numbers and we're going to multiply them. -8 times by -3. And then we're going to divide it by the third one. So divided by 6, and that's 24. 24 divided by 6 is 4. That's all we do. That's it. Same thing with the next ones. So we're going to do the first two. So these are the first two. We're going to go 2 times by 2, and then we're going to divide it by 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Divided by 4 is 1. Same thing with the next one. 2 times by 3 divided by 6. So that's 6 divided by 6, which is also 1. Pause the video if you need it. Re-watch this video if you need it. It's there. And then vertical asymptote. So this is how I remember this. The V in vertical asymptote, think of it as an arrow pointing down. So the vertical asymptote looks at the denominator. So we're going to take that denominator and make it equal 0, and that's what the asymptote is. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides of the equal sign, so then x would be equal to -2. The other way we say it is it's the opposite. So your answer would be x equals -2. The horizontal asymptote is the other one. So it's this number right here, And you need to remember it's just the y equals. So it's just going to be y equals negative 7. And then these are just entering them. Oh, here, I'll go slower. Leave it on the screen a little bit. Then these are the same. You can do these in Desmos, and I'm fine if you write them this way. So in Desmos, you're going to start by doing the divide symbol first, and then you can just type it. Put it in here. Sure, put it right here. Okay. So then you would do 2u over negative t plus u cubed. Next line down, you'll do t equals 6. Next line down, you'll do u equals 1. And when you put that in, I believe you get a fraction, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I think it's like 2/5.
Madison, what time are you trying to go?
I think. If you put it in and it's different, good job. But that's all we do. Okay. And then next one is basically the same thing in Desmos. I'll make it smaller, then you can see both of them. So we're going to do the divide first. And then we'd have w minus 8 over negative w plus 5 on the bottom. Next line down, w is equal to 7/2. And when you put that in, you get negative 3. So yeah, yep, it's good. Okay, 28. I'll tell you on the test, on the final, there's only going to be one simplifying one. So we're going to get into it for the sake of time. Want to do it. Okay, so for these, we're going to just factor. So the top one, what do you see that goes into the top one? Well, I see w goes into both of them. So I'm going to divide both of them by w, which means the w would come outside of parentheses. And then w squared divided by w would leave us with w. And 7w divided by w would leave us with 7. The bottom one, I can see they both have a 4 in common. So I can divide them both by 4, put a 4 on the outside. And then we're going to get w plus, and then 28 divided by 4 is also 7. And then, you see what happens? Those are going to cancel. Feels so good to cancel them out. And then we're left with w over 4. So that's how you do the simplifying ones. Number 28 is done. So it's w over 4. 29. This is where we do, sorry that I'm going kind of fast. We're going to do keep, change, and then flip. And when you're flipping, if it's just a number like this, it goes over 1. And then the next step after these is we're going to factor and then maybe cancel. So keep, change, flip, factor, cancel. I know how to write cancel. Okay. So we're going to rewrite that as 5s minus 3 over 2s plus 5 multiplied by 1 over 3s squared plus 2s. So that was keep, change, flip. Now I need to look in everything and see if there's anything that can factor out. With 5s and minus 3, nothing's going to factor out, right? 2s plus 5, again, nothing in common with those. But with 3s squared and 2s, I can see that they both have this s in them. So, it was x cubed. I just realized an s squared. They both have an s squared in them. So I would divide by s squared. Divide by s squared. So then this is equal to, on the top, if I did 1 times that 5s minus 3, it's going to stay 5s minus 3. And the 2s plus 5 is going to stay here. The s squared is going to come out, and 3s plus 2 is going to stay right there. And then we just have to rewrite it. So it's going to be 5s, because nothing cancels. So not satisfying. But s squared would go in the front, and then everything else that was there. So I hate having the s and the 5 together. 3s plus 2. So that's the answer to that one.